Hello students, how are you all? We have watched an interesting topic in our previous video. Plant tissues in videos 1 and 2, epithelial tissues in video 3 and types of connective tissues in 4 and 5. Till now, you all understood that connective tissues are specialized for connecting various tissues and organs or for supporting them to keep them in a proper place and to provide a structural framework. Let us go into picturization by continuing with the topic. Blood, the leftover part in this video. Learning objective. By the end of this video, you could be able to understand the characteristic of blood, RBC, WBC and platelets, and about lymph and its role in our body. Before going to the topic, first let us see some keywords in the lesson. Keywords: erythrocytes, basophils, monocyte, eosinophil, lymphocyte, neutrophil, hemoglobin, agglutination, collagen. Concept map. Blood. It differs from other types of connective tissues. There are different types of cells in blood and each one has a different function. All the cells in the blood float freely in the plasma. Extracellular space is filled with fluid called plasma. There are no fibers in the blood. The liquid part of blood is called as plasma and contains 92% water, 7% vital proteins such as albumin, gamma globulin, anti-hemophilic factor, 1% mineral salts, sugars, fats, heparin, hormones and vitamins. Whereas the solid part of blood contains RBC, WBC and platelets. Characteristics of blood. Blood is called as a fluid connective tissue which flows in a closed tube in our body. Our heart pumps nearly 36,000 liters of blood to a distance of nearly 20,000 kilometers in the time period of 24 hours. Blood is red in color, except in some, like the cockroach has white blood, the snail has blue colored blood. Normal adult human beings have about 5 liters of blood. Plasma also contains heparin, which prevents blood clotting in blood vessels. A chief component in blood is water, which is stored in the plasma. Besides water, it also has several nutrients such as glucose, amino acids, proteins, vitamins, hormones required for the body, and excretory products such as lactic acid, urea, salts, etc. Plasma also contains heparin, which prevents blood clotting in blood vessels. RBC. They have a red colored protein called hemoglobin, pigment which makes blood appear red. RBC helps in the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. 1 ml of human blood has about 5 million of red blood cells, which live for 120 days in blood. When you are in your mother's womb, your RBCs are formed in the liver and spleen, part of the lymphatic system. After your birth, these RBCs are generated from the bone marrow of long bones. In mammals, mature red blood cells are without a nucleus. White blood cells. These cells are colorless due to lack of hemoglobin, hence called leukocytes. These cells are less in number when compared to RBC. These cells attack and destroy the microorganisms that enter the blood. Neutrophils fight against foreign particles enters the body. So called as policeman, and cleans all the dead particles with the release of digesting enzymes, so called as scavengers. And what about dead WBC? Yes, it comes out of the wound as pus. Lymphocytes secrete antibodies to guard against foreign material that enters blood. Monocytes move like an amoeba, attack foreign materials and engulf them. Blood platelets. Blood platelets are a separate group of cells that do not have a nucleus. They are disc-like projections. Whenever a blood vessel is injured, platelets accumulate at the site of injury and help in the formation of a blood clot. The clot seals the wound in the blood vessels and prevents further blood loss. Lymphatic system. It maintains fluid levels in our body tissues by removing all fluids that leak out of our blood vessels. Lymph. It is a clear white fluid made of white blood cells, especially lymphocytes. These cells attack bacteria in the blood and body tissues. Lymph node. Structure. It is a small bean-shaped structure, a part of the body's immune system. Location. Lymph nodes are in many parts of the body, including the neck, armpit, chest, abdomen, especially belly. Function. They contain immune cells and destroy germs that come in through lymph fluid. Protect your body from illness causing invaders, maintain body fluid levels, absorb digestive tract fats, and remove cellular waste. There are hundreds of lymph nodes throughout the body. Formed from blood plasma as fluid passes through capillary walls at the arterial end. Points to remember. Lymph is a clear to white fluid made of white blood cells, especially lymphocytes, the cells that attack bacteria in the blood and body tissues. Blood is red in color due to the presence of a pigment called hemoglobin. RBCs play a main role in the transport of gases. WBC helps in protecting our body from germs, and platelets help in clotting if bleeding occurs due to injury. Heparin present in our body helps in clotting due to anticoagulant factors. White blood cells are of two types. Granulocytes are further divided into eosinophils, neutrophils, and basophils, and agranulocytes are further divided into lymphocytes and monocytes. Recall. Home assignment. Draw a mind map of blood and mention one function of each.